Hey there, I'm Chef Ani and today we are making spicy plant-based sausages. I could not be any more excited about this recipe. They are amazing, delicious, and they have incredible texture. You are not going to want to miss this recipe. A few years ago I shared a sausage video on YouTube called Easy Vegan Sausages, and it is my most popular YouTube video to date. So I know that there are more people out there who love plant-based sausages, so I thought let's make a spicy version of this classic favorite. So enough talking, let's get cooking. So we're going to start with our dry ingredients. I have some Vital Wheat gluten here. Now if you are gluten-free or someone in your family is and you want a gluten-free option, I have a recipe for gluten-free sausage patties, and I will leave a recipe link down below and a video link so you can go check that out. So we're going to start with some Vital Wheat gluten. This gives that really nice texture to our sausage. We're also going to add in some flour. We're adding in some onion and garlic powder, some nutritional yeast flakes, and since this is a spicy sausage, we're adding in more crushed red pepper flakes, and that's going to give this a nice kick of flavor. But if you are someone who doesn't like that kick of flavor, maybe you like it a little milder, you can check out my other recipe, or you could cut back a little bit on the spice in this recipe. Next, we're going to chop up some walnuts. This adds a lot to the texture of the sausage. Now, one of the top questions I get asked is, what do I do with the nuts if I'm allergic to nuts? And you can just leave them out. You can leave them out or you can substitute them with something else, but the easiest thing is just to leave them out of the recipe. And we're chopping this up so it will blend very nicely into the sausages. My dad really likes walnuts, so we have a little bit of a joke around our house because pretty much anything my mom and I make, he's like, this would taste so good with some walnuts in it. So we have a joke around our house about how, you know, he puts walnuts in just about everything. But in this case, this tastes really good with walnuts, so I would recommend you put them in. But if you are allergic, don't put them in. That wouldn't be good. And we're just going to mix this until everything is combined. Moving on to our wet ingredients, we're starting with some warm water, and we're going to add in some Bragg's liquid aminos. Now, if you don't like Bragg's, you can use soy sauce, a little bit of olive oil. So we like to add in some molasses. It gives it a little touch of sweetness and it really helps with the color. We're going to pack a lot more flavor into these sausages, starting with some ground fennel seeds. And not only ground fennel, but also some fennel seeds. And some sage, and some hickory smoke powder. Now this gives a really nice flavor, but if you don't have it, you can leave it out. And the reason we use warm water is you want all of these things to kind of dissolve into the water. Now that we have both of our wet and dry ingredients, we're going to mix them together. And then once it gets to this point, you can get right in there with your clean hands and just make sure everything gets nicely mixed together and incorporated. All right, that looks good, doesn't it? And if you look at this, you can see it's quite a soft dough. It's quite loose, and that's what you want. Now we're going to mold our sausages and prepare them for cooking. So we have a 1/4 cup measure, and we're just going to measure off roughly about a 1/4 cup. Now if you don't want to use saran wrap, you can use foil. Fold it over like this, and then we pull back towards yourself and just kind of squeeze it out a little bit. Roll it up, and then you just tighten the sides, and you have the cutest little sausage ever. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Then we're going to take a piece of foil, shiny side in, wrap it again. So we wrap like this, pull so that it's nice and tight and even. This is shaping the sausage. And then we just roll it up and tighten on the sides, and your sausage is all ready to be cooked. And we're just going to keep doing that until we've done all the dough. All we have left to do is to cook our sausages. So I have a big pot here with a little bit of water in the bottom and a steamer basket. And we're just going to place our sausages in and around here. And then we just pop the lid back on and let this steam for about an hour. Okay, so our sausages have been cooking now and we are ready to take a look at them. I have let these cool a little bit so that I could handle them. And there's our little sausage, look at that. Isn't that amazing? So to finish off our sausages, I like to sear them in a pan. This gives a really nice texture to the outside of the sausages and flavor. So we start with a little bit of olive oil, some Bragg's liquid aminos, and a little maple syrup. So we've cooked up our sausages now and I am so excited to try it. The smell is amazing. Now around my house, we like to make these sausages in big batches and then freeze the leftovers so that on any given morning we can pull out some sausages, just sear them in a pan, and you have beautiful sausages to just brighten up the day. As always, you can get this recipe and many others on my website, chefani.com. I will leave a link down below where you can find the recipe. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday with another video.